Winston-Salem Symphony in Arizona Music Fest Symphonies on Rhapsody in Blue, and in 2018 performed a special tribute to Jobim in collaboration with the Pittsburgh Symphony Orchestra. When Tamir Handelman premiered John Clayton's version of Oscar Peterson's Canadiana Suite in 2001, Mr. Peterson wrote, "It was a satisfying but strange feeling to hear a new young voice make such exhilarating and thoughtful solos in the spaces I used to occupy in those pieces." Starting in April 2020, Tamir Handelman has launched a weekly online jazz solo piano series entitled Tamir at Home, exploring his influences and paying tribute to jazz artists and composers. For more information, visit TamirHandelman.com. Steamers Jazz at Campus JAX is honored and proud to introduce Tamir Handelman. Well. Tamir Handelman, we're happy. Is Tamir right there next to me right now live? Yes, he is.
Welcome,
You
Tamir.
know, how you doing, Tamir?
I'm doing good, Terrence. Great to see you both.
Wow. It's so great to see you, my friend. And I feel so honored. We had such a great time all those nights with the Jeff Hamilton trio and some of the other groups that you brought in, your own trio with Dean Koba and all that.
Oh, I
And
know.
Steamer's my
Just seeing Dean Koba now just made me realize how much, again, once again, how much I miss playing with my friends. So
Amen.
yeah.
Yeah.
How you handling this? Sheltered in place.
I mean, first of all, thanks for doing this because
Oh,
I don't know, like the jazz community is really coming together. All these people doing live streams, sharing the music. That's a great thing. So we're doing good over here. Spending a lot of time with my family and
beautiful.
relaxing, teaching a little bit, playing, figuring out a way to play, keep the music going. But yeah, it's great that you all are continuing this on the internet.
Well, it's been I don't know. I can give you a brief bit of the story about Steamers. Of course, you know that my father was very ill, and after 22 years, I sold it, and I stayed with him till he passed away. And then, people asked me to do something after, and I just really didn't feel comfortable doing it till I ran into the guys at Campus JAX and Jack Jasper and Tim here, who you don't see, of course, the audience doesn't see, really had a vision, kind of like the way I had a vision with Steamers. And so I started to sing Steamers Jazz at Campus JAX. And, the next thing on the list there is the great piano that we're going to get.
Oh,
So
good.
we're going to be inviting you there, Tamir, when that happens.
That would be great. Yeah.
Yeah, and God, your history precedes you. It was always an honor to have you there, and it was just great to grow up with you too. I just really feel like we grew up together in those 20 years or 15 years or whatever. I think it was 2000. Was it the first time that you performed there?
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, you look about the same, so you're doing
yeah,
something right.
yeah. Clean living. And jazz, of course.
right,
Right.
So
Tamir, you got a tune
go
for us?
Yeah. I was thinking about how beautiful LA has been looking lately, without any cars.
Right,
Went on a couple of beautiful, peaceful hikes, and it reminded me of a tune that I wrote one sunset, just looking at beautiful nature. So I'm going to play for you a ballad of mine. This is called Almost Summer.
beautiful.
All
nice.
right.
Thank you, Tamir. Very
Thank you.
nice, Tamir.
Beautiful, Tamir.
Thank you, guys.
Beautiful. What was the name of that one you wrote?
Almost summer.
Nice.
Almost summer. Yeah.
So before we have you do another one, why don't you tell us a little bit about your Saturday shows and how people can get a hold of your music or what's going on in the life of Tamir Hendelman.
Yeah. Well, the first 2 weeks after everybody stopped playing, I was kind of just wondering what to do because everybody was kind of getting reoriented. And
Right.
then I saw some of my friends, people like Emmett Cohen and Cecile McLaurin Salvant, doing these live streams. So I started looking at the possibility of doing one from home because I've always loved doing home concerts. Betty Hoover had her great Hollywood Hero
Right.
series and all that.
The A frame.
Yeah, man. So I started to learn about equipment and got some mics and set it up. And basically, once a week, I've been doing this series. It's if you people go to my website, which is just my name, tamirhandelman.com, I do them as Zoom concerts. So people check in a half an hour before, and we have some music playing and chatting and all that. And then the music starts at 6. And I've been really actually getting inspired and doing a different theme each week. So this week, I paid tribute to Keith Jarrett, who had his birthday, and Gil Evans. Next week, it'll be Harold Arlen. Later, Miles Davis, Chick Corea, different things like that. So people can just go to the website and sign up for a concert, and then they'll get a special invitation.
That's
Beautiful,
great.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, are these always solo, or do you ever get that lovely woman you're married to play bass with you,
We,
Sherry
we,
Lucetti?
we just did a sound check with this new equipment for the first time like 2 hours ago. So I think that she might be doing a little guest spot this week.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
So, how about a little something on the up and up for
Yeah.
a?
I think that's a good
Let's hear
idea.
another song.
You know, since we're all at home, I think this would be a good one to finish off with. Uh, I always loved seeing American musicals as a child when I was in Israel, and this comes from My Fair Lady, and it's called On the Street Where You Live.
One of my favorites.
All right.
Thank you, Tamir. Oh, that was great. That
That's
was
Oh,
so
thank you,
great.
great,
guys.
man. That makes
It's
Uh,
great to
that
be
makes
with
me
you all.
happy.
Thank
Thank
you.
well,
you.
it's every pianist has their own little style, and it brought back so many memories of just hearing you play. I miss it so much, and I miss you, and I'm
You
just so
too.
honored that you'd come on and help us out here, and let the community know you're still here and doing it. And any other plans before we say goodbye? You got something going on at the end of the year that hasn't been canceled yet, or
Well, the Clayton Hamilton Big Band may do some things, but we're all kind of waiting to find out when the planes will be flying again and all that. So in the meantime,
yeah?
thanks for keeping the music going, both of you, and
Thank you.
it's
Thanks for
going to be
being
great.
here.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you
that was
so
beautiful.
much.
All right.
All right.
Take care.
I guess we'll say goodbye right now.
Sounds good.
All
Yeah,
right.
we're going to go to Chris and our
Chris Williams
on
out in the field.
the scene reporter telling us what's going on with the return of Campus JAX. He's doing our little thing called Backbeat. So let's hear it. Thanks again, Tamir.
When you wish
Love you,
upon
man.
a star, your dreams come true.
Jack, I've had the honor of playing on this stage, and I'm so excited that you're going to be doing more live streaming from here.
There's nothing like live music, and even if it's performed streaming versus just, hey, I'm going to put on I'm playing my iTunes or put on my favorite album, vinyl or whatever you're using these days. There's something different about seeing live performances. There's all kinds of shows on television where they have the live performances and that, and they've really raised up in their viewership. And so that's something that people gravitate to, something that people really want, something that people enjoy, and it was great to be able to offer it.
So I tell every musician that I know this is the best place to play.
Oh, thanks.
What does it look like for musicians now when they're coming, when we're performing?
Well, we'll keep the protocols in place. When you come in, you'll be having your mask on first in there, and then get your temperature taken. Then go wash your hands, get all sound check and all those things in, and then when you need to perform, you're already away from everybody. Then we'll have the 6-foot distance and the live streaming going. We won't have audiences inside the building at this point. It'll just be the artists.
Yep. And it's a great experience. It helps me. I talk to so many musicians that they're terrified to leave the house and go and work anywhere. So it's really comforting to know that we can come to a place and have it be well taken care of and feel safe.
That's our goal, is to have everybody from the guests to the musicians to my staff and our community stay as safe as possible. So doing all the recommended and then some if we can.
I wrote this one also, and wrote it a bunch of years ago, and me and Donovan played it at the Orange County Music Awards, and then they promptly lost the recording, so we never got to see it. So hopefully we'll get to see this one on the stream, Here you go, D. This one's called Fantastically Yours. 1, 2, I want to. And we're going to use the honor system. And the honor system is, I hope that you are at home clapping along, because nobody's here, so I need to trust that you're going to be clapping. All right, from the top, here we go. From the moment that I saw you, I knew I had to learn your name. From the moment that our eyes met, I knew I'd never be the same. Well, I knew that I would hold you, I knew it would be good. I thought I had to kiss you, and I thought I never would. I knew that I was different, and I knew that it was you to blame. 'Cause it changed my life so drastically. My world is so fantastically yours. Fantastically yours. Every morning I'm awakened to the sunlight in my day. Oh, you got my world spinning to the crazy things you had to say. Well, you knew that I was broken, somehow you made me whole. I thought that you were joking when you said that was your goal. If you wanted, I could grab the moon and bring it to you right away. 'Cause it changed my life so drastically. My world is so fantastically yours. All right now, come on, D. To the sunlight in my day. Oh, you got my world spinning to the crazy things you had to say. You knew that I was broken, somehow you made me whole. I thought that you were joking when you said it was your goal. If you wanted, I could grab the moon and bring it to you right away. 'Cause it changed my life so drastically. My world is so fantastically yours. All right, just one more with me and Kareem for a second. Come on. Now I can't imagine moments that you might not be around. We never have to argue just to find some common ground. Oh, you never have to be afraid or lonely in the night. You never have to wonder, everything will be alright. So come here and let me hold you out. My band keeps it burning down. Alright, 'cause it changed my life so drastically. My world is so fantastically yours. Fantastically yours. Fantastically, drastically, magically, tragically, fantastically yours. Oh, yours. Once again, Donovan Raid on the guitar, Kareem on the double bass. I'm Chris Williams. Steamers Jazz at Campus JAX. Steamers Jazz at JAX, you know. Big five, 'cause it changed my life so drastically. My world is so fantastic. Lee. Yo, yeah, oh, yeah.
We're live.
Yes, we are. And, I don't know why, but it seems like every show that we have, it's been so successful. And then somehow we always end up having a Tony Guerrero segment.
That's what makes it successful,
today?
Terrence.
I figured that one out now. And I have something up my sleeve for you.
For me, you do?
And I did this especially for you.
Oh, okay.
And I'll let you introduce it.
Wait. Say, I'm confused. I thought you have a surprise for me right now?
Yes, I'm going to allow you to introduce your surprise.
Got it. Okay. Thank you so much. So here's what this is. We've all seen what we're all calling the quarantine videos, which is musicians gathering together. And I did a big band one about 3 weeks ago or so. And the fact is, I just miss playing with my friends. And And I've been able to play with my band members for many years now, and I'm very fortunate to have a band, like the same people playing together a lot. And so we did a little something this week. We wanted to get together in the way that we are allowed to right now and do a little song together. And so that's what we did. And so we just sort of picked a tune out of our book that features Leah singing. And of course, I got Mark and Dave and Matt and Dave Siebels and David Miller. And so here we are, folks. Here's my quintet. And a little tune for you from the Sinatra did this, Ella did this. It's an old tune called Goody Goody. It's a fun one. And anyways, enjoy.
Wake up, Tony. Don't you have a show to do?
Oh, jeez. I'm up.
So you met someone who set you back on your heels. Goody, goody. You met someone and now you know how it feels. Goody, goody. You gave her your heart too, just as I give mine to you. Oh, then she broke it in little pieces. Now how do you do? Oh, you lie awake just singing the blues all night. Goody, goody. You think that love is a barrel of dynamite. Well, hooray and hallelujah, you had it coming to ya. Goody, goody for her, goody, goody for me. And I hope you're satisfied, you rascal, you. Someone who set you back on your heels. Goody, goody. You met someone and now you know how it feels. Goody, goody. You gave her your heart too, just as I give mine to you. Well, then she broke it in little pieces. Now how do you do? Oh, you lie awake just singing the blues all night. Goody, goody. You think that love is a barrel of dynamite. You had it coming to you. Goody, goody for her, goody, goody for me. And I hope you're satisfied, you rascal, you. Oh, I hope you're satisfied, you rascal, you.
Wow.
Yay for us.
What a surprise. And if I knew it was Leah Booth there with you, I would have not given you any guff about that because she's my favorite. She's just outstanding. Not that the guys aren't too. Trust me, they are. But
I get it. Everybody likes the singer.
Well, no, I mean Leah Booth is she's on another level in my mind.
Yeah.
And in my heart and all that stuff.
She's great. It was fun to have something to do with my friends again, And we just are looking forward to the time we get to be together on stage once again. So
yes, and that
and by the way, By the way, I just want to add this about that video. You know, we all filmed our things individually and sent them in, and I had no idea that they were all going to wear blue coats. I would have matched them instead of looking like, well, frankly, I look like the leader of the band, don't I? No. So
Yeah.
I really, had I known, I would have worn a blue coat also. So kind of throws it off a little bit, but what are you going to do?
Well, hey, it was a surprise, and we're happy that it was. I want to let everybody know that we're so grateful that everyone's helping us out with these shows, and we're continuing doing them. Next week, we have another incredible jazz pianist, Shelley Berg, and Shelley's, yeah, man, she's just he's on another plane, and he's like Tamir, and we have some other special guests, which will be a surprise announcement. But in the meantime, if you can help us to support this, Chris told us all about what's going on with Campus JAX, but I want to thank the people in the background. Tim Ellis, our producer, who we see through this whole thing and you don't see. John Wynn, Golden, Janvier, all they're doing the production of these nice slick videos and all that stuff, and we really appreciate it. There's a way that you can help us to help support keeping these going. Campus JAX has a tip jar at steamersjax.com, steamersjax.com. If you could do a virtual tip jar there, we would appreciate that. And come back next week also, same time, 6 p.m. Pacific time. And anything else, Tony?
No, we've got one more little segment from Chris Williams, who's going to help take us out here. But
and we got to thank Chris too for helping us out here.
Hey, those shiny coats don't come cheap, so we got to.
I know. I love you, Chris.
You can't just get those at Ross,
I wonder if he didn't get the band memo for your thing. You were talking about the blue coats.
At least not in the men's section. Oh, I'm sorry.
I love Chris, and I love how he dresses too.
I do too.
It's nothing like your snake tie that you're wearing.
Hey, this is one of my favorite new ties.
That's a coral snake tie, and I love it.
All right, guys, we're going up to the big finish now, and we're gonna say goodbye. Love you, Terrence. Oh.
Love you, Tony. We'll see you next week. Okay.
Right on.
When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true. Jack, were you in first grade handing out the snacks and stuff? Has it always been cooking? And have you always had this passion and drive for people?
Well, yeah, actually, I started out in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and doing 4-H, cooking at the age of 6. And I won several blue ribbons doing...
How did I know?
I don't know how you knew. So it was kinda, yeah. So it was back in the days where there were no microwaves. So you basically stood up on a little stool and sat there and stirred the oatmeal every morning, or the cream of wheat or whatever. And then on the weekends it was French toast and bacon and that. And then I got into baking cakes and different little things. And
how old were you when you baked your first cake? That's amazing.
I was 10, and I actually won first place, and it was an open competition. So there were all the little old ladies that were in there too. And so I got first place in Lewis County Fair.
10-year-old Jack Jasper.
With my chocolate cake. It was my grandmother's recipes. And so I always tapped into her knowledge. She was a phenomenal cook. And
what was her name?
Her name was Essie LaPlante.
Wait, so you're 10, this is your first cake, and it wins?
Yeah, so.
That's amazing. How did you start Jack Feed the Need? Where'd the idea come from?
Well, when I closed, back in March 17th, I put a poster up on the door saying, hey, we're temporarily closed to help shelter in place and flatten the curve, and felt that was the best thing to do at that time. And I put in there that when we came back, the first thing we want to do is figure out what we could do for our community. So the first time that I cooked in my kitchen in over a month, we supplied 40 burgers to the staff at an elderly care facility who had a 0 COVID test, and they worked really hard to do that.
Oh, man. That must have felt great.
Oh, it felt great.
For first time in over a month that you came back to the kitchen.
That was the first thing out of the kitchen, was to go help the frontliners, these people on the front line that showed up for work every day when everybody else was kind of like, I don't know.
Terrified.
Still kind of wondering what. These guys still showed up, held the line.
Yeah.
So that was really good. And then I asked my good friend Patty Terrell at the Women's Journey Foundation. She put me in touch with Wise Place, the women's shelter, and also Mary's Kitchen. And I came back to Campus JAX and I said, that felt really good. I want to do this more.
Yeah.
So I put out a Facebook post on social media and said, hey, I would like to do this. If anybody would like to sponsor, help sponsor, part sponsor. And within a matter of minutes, I had my first sponsor, Eve Chevelle.
Wow.
Said, hey, I want to sponsor a lunch. And then I just got another Campus JAX patron that said, hey, I want to sponsor a luncheon. So there's these sponsors coming in. We're talking to some corporate sponsors. There's a real opportunity there for individuals to sponsor a whole or part.
How do I become a part of it? How do I help?
Well, there's a couple different ways to do it. If you want to do a $5, $10, $15, $20 donation, you can do it at the GoFundMe page or through the Facebook page. If you want to do a larger donation, then you can get in contact directly with me through my email or call the restaurant. And there's opportunity there to, like I say, make it a tax-free 501c3 through the Women's Journey Foundation. Another great thing is pick your favorite grocery store, Trader Joe's or Ralph's, and say, hey, you guys really worked hard. I want to buy your staff lunch. And so I've got somebody who's wanting to buy lunch for Trader Joe's locally. So there's an opportunity to do that. There's an opportunity to say my mom's care facility or the Hoag Hospital workers. So if you want to do a larger sponsor, you can kind of pick and choose which one you want to do. So there's opportunities to do $5 and $10 or $20, or you can go say, hey, I want to buy 100 people over here at this homeless shelter, or 40 people over here lunch, or whatever you want. So
that's incredible.
Yeah, so you can get it on any level you want to play.
It doesn't surprise me that this has come out in this way, where you just got to be helping people like this, because I think that comes so much across in what you do even at Campus JAX here. Like, I think that it's amazing when people, even when I've shown up to just eat food, it feels like it's a lot of you coming through of just your heart for people, because you can tell it means so much to you. Jack, it has been great spending time with you. You're a good friend. You're an amazing human being, and it's an honor, man.
Hey, man, the honor's mine. Appreciate you.
I would give you a hug, but we're not doing this these days.
Nope.
So I'm back to put my mask on, and
me as well.
You take it easy, man.
All right.
All right.